Happy Friday and welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Dales and Peaks Estate Agents and Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa.
So we're on episode 44. My husband listened yesterday. He was like, I listened to your podcast yesterday, the one about Tom Cruise. I was like, hey, we didn't mention Tom Cruise yesterday. It's like, what one did you listen to? Anyway, he's back at 23.
Oh, he's way behind.
But there's loads to listen to. If you're new here, please go and have a listen. If you've come back for more, then as always, we bloody love you.
Hey, I tell you what, whilst you are having a listen today, maybe you're listening whilst on a walk, maybe you're doing the cleaning, maybe you are getting ready for... What will we be doing tonight? Gonna have the drinks, maybe?
Maybe you've got a wedding tomorrow. Maybe you're getting bloody married tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever you're doing, whilst you're listening, give us a like, a subscribe, a follow, and a review. Thank you. So, you know, yesterday how we were talking about the barefoot man?
Yes.
This 20-year-old, he lives in Cambridge and he's just decided to go barefoot everywhere. And I say fair play.
I say just it's a waste of time.
So do you, hun?
I say no.
So Emma has messaged in saying, FYI, fun fact. Are you ready? We like a fact,
She's not met him, has she?
No. I went to Cambridge and I hunted him down. I looked for a man with no shoes. I thought, that's got to be him. No, she hasn't met him. Matthew McConaughey, I never had to say his name. That's the one, him. Right. Has a clause in his contracts that in at least one scene of his films, he doesn't have to wear shoes. Apparently, it's something to do with being connected to the earth. This is a thing. This is a thing.
So in any of his movies, a scene has to be him in bare feet.
One scene, yet he doesn't have to wear shoes in every single one of his films.
I'm just trying to think of films that he's done where he wouldn't wear shoes.
Oh, okay. So she sent me like a tweet from Matthew.
Right. McConaughey.
That's the one. Saying, I was running barefoot way before anyone paid me to. It just feels right. So there you go. Any films that you watch with him in, have a look at his feet.
Can
see
you
if he's got shoes
name
on.
one Matthew McConaughey? There's a really good one, but it's really sad. And I wouldn't
mate, of
recommend
course.
It. What?
Magic Mike.
Matthew McConaughey's not in Magic Mike, is he?
Yeah, he is.
I've
He's
never
a
seen
compact.
Magic Mike.
Stop it.
Sorry, I thought you were thinking... Oh, God, here we go.
Stop.
I thought you were thinking of Channing
Tatum.
I've seen Magic Mike live, mate. I mean, I've been to the show. I don't need to see no film. I've seen it up close and personal.
Let's just rewind. This weekend, your husband's away, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
This is the time, mate. What you need to do, right? You need to get in some comfy PJs. You need to settle down on the sofa, maybe even like a little blanket or a little something over you.
Okay.
Maybe a hot water bottle.
Right.
Get yourself a little wine, maybe a little bit of chocolate.
Right.
You stick on Magic Mike and you text me, all right?
I think I've started to watch it. Let me guess. Let me try and guess the storyline. So he's like a failed dancer.
I think he's a builder.
He's a builder that wants to be a dancer and has lots of ideas of a show that he wants to do. Then I bet he like meets a girl that's like also like really good at dancing, but she's got a few problems, and then they kind of start a show and it gets really big.
I mean, it's not really that, no, but I'll be honest with you, no one really cares about the storyline.
Does he get his willy out?
Yes. Hang on. Sorry. You don't actually see Channing Tatum's willy.
Oh.
But he's thrusting his willy in lots of girls' faces. Mate, no one cares about the story. You just need to see Channing Tatum thrusting and grinding.
How have we got to this? Matthew McConaughey, barefoot man.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so
that's your weekend sorted.
I'll watch that.
And then after that, you've got Magic Mike 2. You're gonna be busy this weekend.
Okay, well, that's my weekend sorted. Great. Thanks for that. Thanks, Emma. I've got a question for you.
Go on.
If you could pick your perfect house, what kind of house would it be?
A house in the country.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to have amazing views. And it would have to have a banging kitchen, but also a little bit of character. Not too modern, but not too oldie-woldy.
Right, you've definitely thought of this.
Oh, mate, I stalk Rightmove.
Would you have an Aga?
I do like an Aga.
Yeah, I do, but I think they're quite difficult to cook on.
I've cooked on one. Uncle Dick's got one.
So it'd be a country house, not too big, but lots of land, nice view, nice kitchen. I always like a kitchen with a sofa in it.
I do.
Like a snug next to a kitchen.
And I like an island.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, I've never had an island, actually, in any house.
I have once.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Do you think that's when you know, if you've got the sink on your island, you're dead posh?
Oh, that's when you know you've made it. You know you've made it in life when you've got a sink in the island.
Listen, I've been having a stalk of Dales and Peak's website. They have got some banging houses. Anyway, they've just put one on. I saw this morning. It's got an outdoor kitchen. An outdoor...
What do you mean an outdoor kitchen?
A kitchen in your garden.
Stop it. Like a barbecue type one?
Well, yeah, and like an oven and a sink and yeah.
Oh, nice.
I know. Nice. There's nothing better than having a good stalk of people's houses, and they've got some really nice ones.
They really, really have. Also, those guys are out for some drinks tonight, so if you are in the area, look out for the drunken Dales and Peaks lot.
If you want to have a look at any of their... houses for sale,
outdoor
any
kitchens.
of their houses for rent, go and have a little stalk of their website. It's dalesandpeaks.co.uk.
We need to talk about Adam Levine.
Right. Now, I can't believe we've not mentioned this week. So I messaged you yesterday. So when we come up with ideas of the podcast, we have a little WhatsApp group. We have many WhatsApp groups, but this one, I just thought, we haven't talked about him. So I just put Adam Levine, the dirty bastard.
I can't remember where I was when it came through, but I remember really chuckling, like, dirty bastard.
So basically this Instagram model has done a video basically saying that it was a few years ago, she had an affair with Adam Levine. Obviously, this is her side of the story. There's always two sides to a story, blah, 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 blah.
Actually, there's three. It's
about five now, actually. 5 or 6, there may be more. But... she basically was like, yeah, we had an affair. But she showed a text from him when his wife was pregnant saying that he wanted to name the baby after her.
Weird.
So even that in itself is just weird.
Yeah. Also, I've got to say, I don't like these blokes that go and sext or cheat on their missuses when their missus is pregnant.
Well, yeah. I mean, even when they're not pregnant, it's bad enough. But I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. There's a clip of him. I was saying to you earlier, but ever seen that clip where he's singing and a fan manages to run on stage and it's a girl and she kind of like grabs him and he kind of goes, oh, get off. And then when he walks away, he kind of shudders and goes, ugh, like that. And you're a bit like, oh, come on. And also as well, his wife's a Victoria's Secrets model, right? They've got 2 kids.
What more do you want, Adam?
Yes.
What more do you bloody want?
He's basically come out today and said that he didn't have an affair. But, and you're like, okay, so
I smell...
stop texting Instagram models saying you're going to name your baby after them then, you weirdo.
Well, there's quite a few women that have come forward, isn't there now? It's not just one woman. There's quite a few. And are we thinking that Adam Levine is maybe not the nicest of guys? What are you laughing at?
My husband's just texted me.
What's he said?
I finally had one of those satsumas and they're absolutely delicious. Oh, bless him.
I love the chats between you two.
Wow.
I tell you what, I know. I wish I had a husband to have chats about satsumas with.
Oh, I'll get you a satsuma. I got you a coffee. I'm basically
what about husband? What about a husband?
We don't need a husband.
No, you're right. I don't need a husband.
Anyway, you don't need a husband like Adam Levine.
No, definitely not. He's there seems to be, you were just saying he had a wife, or has a wife, sorry, who's a Victoria's Secret model. Mm-hmm. It seems so that like men will cheat on any women no matter how beautiful they are. Jay-Z, Beyonce. I mean, Jay-Z married to Beyonce. Cheats on her.
I know, it's mental. Can we go back to Victoria's Secret's models quickly?
Yeah.
They are just like beautiful and just, it's annoying.
Well, they're not human-like, are they?
They're like bikini lines and their bottoms. In fact, this is not just Victoria's Secret's model. This is just girls in general. Now, I think recently more people wear thongs on holidays, bikini thongs, than they used to.
Oh, I think this has been around a while, no?
I don't remember when I lived in Tenerife seeing many thongs. Weirdly, though, more breasts. I think people used to sunbathe topless a lot more back in the 90s.
I agree.
So it's like you're getting your butt cheeks out now and not your boobs, right? Listen, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be very honest. How do they get their bottoms so smooth and silky? Because I sometimes get...
Here we go. Confession of the day.
You get the odd spot on your bottom.
Of course.
Right, well, what do you do with that?
Well, listen, these girls, they got a lot of money.
Do you shave your bottom?
Do I shave my bottom?
Like your butt cheeks?
No, mate.
Oh, I don't know why I'm asking you. You don't even shave your bloody big toe. I think they shave their bottoms and.
Well, I think they'll have someone to do it. I mean, listen, they've got a lot of money. I think their bottom's going to be very well looked after.
Just general girls on holidays. Where does all their hair go? I don't quite understand. Is it lasered?
But you have said this before. You are a bit of a hairy
Concerns
person.
Me. Yeah, I'm just quite jealous of anyone that's just
not got a hairy
just
bottom.
walk round with their butt cheeks like glowing. Like honestly, I'm so jealous.
Oh, mate, get your bottom out. I'll have a look at your bottom.
No,
and
you don't want to do it. You looked at my whatever it is. Your uvula.
Uvula.
That's enough now. But anyway, Adam Levine, sort yourself out.
Bastard.
Dirty bastard. So it's time to talk about our wonderful sponsors, Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa, based in Derbyshire, one of the best spas around.
Do you know what it really is? I've done the rounds with the spas in this area. I've been to quite a few, and I have to say their spa is one of the best. Also, they've got a double massage room, which a lot of people don't have in this area.
Well, it's coming into autumn. Tonight we're going back. They're going to be sick of the sight of us.
Mate, do you think they might bar us? They might actually be like, girls, no, you've come in too many times, you're not allowed in.
So we're going tonight. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a little Prosecco, aren't we?
Well, we're doing like a little twilight one tonight, so like an evening spa with booze.
Well, they're doing an autumn retreat. Get this. This is what's included.
Tell me more, Law.
A welcome hot chocolate shot. 4 hours of spa access.
Nice.
Afternoon tea. Oh. Then 140. Everyone talks like this in a spa, don't they?
They do.
1 40-minute treatment from the list below. I'm going to read out that list.
Please do.
Natural Spa Factory rewildering facial.
Nice.
Natural Spa Factory silent night.
Oh, sexy.
Express facial, express manicure, or an express pedicure. That sounds bloody wonderful, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Oh, honestly, I can't wait to go tonight. I woke up first thing I thought.
It's the first thing I thought of as well.
Spa tonight.
Yes. You need to check these guys out. If you've never been there, we need to go, basically. And this is a good time of year to go. So have a look at them. They are on Instagram. They post loads on Instagram on their stories and things as well. Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa. Right, this is a really quick one. But this morning I was on the school run and I heard Sam Smith's new song. Now, Sam Smith, he hasn't had any new music out for a while. He's got an amazing voice, I think. I love his voice, but he's a little bit whiny.
Can I just say something about Sam Smith?
Sure.
I think he sings like he pretends to sing.
Oh, a bit like as if you were pretending to be a really good singer.
That's what I think he does.
Like the mouth moves like...
Yeah, and it's like, oh, hey! Like it's a bit... I mean, listen, I'm sure he's great. But I do think like he pretends to sing and it just comes out and everyone's gone, wow, he's just an amazing singer.
I do like his voice, I have to say. But I did go to a concert of his years ago. And
I
nearly fell asleep. It was the dullest thing I think I've ever been to.
Oh.
But good voice. However, mate, I have to say, in fact...
Is it a banger?
It's a banger. If there's one thing you need to do today, it's put on Sam Smith's new song. Now, let me tell you the name of it.
Now, last time you said, oh, this is a banger, was that Song of the Summer. What was it? And you sent it me.
LF System, Afraid to Feel.
Yeah. So is this a banger like that?
It's a bit different. It's more like R&B.
Okay, right, good.
But I'm here for it. It's called Unholy, featuring Kim Petras. Honestly, mate,
okay,
it's very R&B, but I like it.
Okay. Give it a listen. Becky's recommendation. Right, what's going on in the world?
We're going to cover two things, I think, today. There's two things that we've been discussing. Let's start with Phil and Holly. This is rumbling on.
Now, apparently Holly's kicking off. She's not happy. Phil's keeping very quiet. Apparently Holly's a bit... she's got lawyers involved to do with something. I don't really know.
Isn't everyone saying as well that when she's presenting this morning at the moment, she looks like she's been up all night crying?
I mean, they don't look their normal, happy, chatty selves. You can kind of tell it's a little bit like, ugh. But Eamon Holmes went in on them. He's on like Good Morning Britain News. What is that?
I don't know.
Good Morning News? I don't know what it is. I never watched it. Anyway, he's on that. Literally... I mean, if anyone knows about this morning, it's going to be Eamon, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Proper
also he
them.
strikes me as being quite an honest chap.
Well, he said he was like, oh, Holly cries all the time. Like and I do think there's a little bit of, you have to be very careful, because obviously, you know, with all the Caroline Flack stuff, it's very easy to just be like, you are disgusting, how dare you? But it may well have just been I think what happened is someone's gone, right, you just need to get to this part of the building. Do you want to nip through the hall just so you can see it? And they've obviously gone, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happened here. And most people would go, yeah, right, yeah.
If you get the chance to skip a queue, right, most people would do it. I do agree, it was a poor
bad
judgment.
But what they should do is go, yeah, it was a poor judgment, we're really sorry, but that video they did, she's a bit like, we can understand why you are upset with us.
Yeah, as if we're stupid.
Hang on, what?
Yeah, no, you queue jump, love. We know what you did. I agree with you. I think they just need to be honest. They need to own it, apologise and move on. Because it's going on too long now, and it is a bit like, I feel like everyone's kind of on them, and it's not very nice to see, actually, is it?
Not really, no. And Phil's keeping very quiet as well. So, but I'd hate them to leave this morning on a really bad note, because they've done that for bloody years, haven't they?
Leave.
Do you think Alison Hammond's like sat there going, when's the phone call happening?
Yeah, have you seen that meme? This is like one of my favourite memes. Where
the
guy's
memes.
eating the popcorn, like, you know, when a bit of drama is kicking off, sat there like eating the popcorn, just watching. That is Alison Hammond right now.
Right, Kardashians. I've watched it twice now.
I nearly watched it twice yesterday. So obviously you were talking about this yesterday. I watched some of it in the morning, was nearly late for a meeting of ours because I was well into it. Watched the second half later on. And I texted you, didn't I? I said, I am absolutely bawling my eyes out watching Chloe on this.
I know. It's such a good episode. I mean, thankfully, she does look like she cheers up a bit, because they do like coming up on the season, and she looks all right. But they've obviously just concentrated on her. Anyway, watched something this morning. Some girl was like, I think they've leaked the name of Kylie's baby, because you know this baby son she's got that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know the name of it. But when Chloe is FaceTiming True, she's like, oh, do you want to see someone? She's like, yeah. And she puts the phone, she goes, oh, is that Snowy? And Kylie's other kid is called Stormy.
Stormy and Snowy. You heard it here first, guys.
Well, you didn't.
You got the exclusive.
Well, you really haven't, because I nicked that off of someone on TikTok.
Oh,
but
God.
Yeah, maybe.
That is her baby's name.
Yeah, there you go. But my sister was listening to the podcast yesterday in her office. We were talking about it, and she was like tapping away, like working, listening to her podcast, and then just
mortgages.
went, no, shutting up shop. I'm going to watch the Kardashians, 4:00 in the afternoon. I love it.
Do you reckon there was anyone else yesterday who was listening who just went, yeah, I'm just going to nip out of work now and watch it.
Watch it on my phone in the car.
It's gonna leave work early.
Why is it so fascinating? Is it because they're almost like fictional characters now? I do think the things they go through, even if I went through one of the things that they've had to cope with, it would be, it'd take you a long time to go over it. But it just seems to, if you think of all the things that have happened to them, and they're like still like, hi.
I know, and also the trailer at the end of this Kardashians episode showed loads more drama coming up. And I think Chloe says at the end, like, if you think that was it, we haven't even got started yet.
I'm not going to lie, though, I'm not interested in them two.
Do you know what? Nor me.
He looks like something out of a Halloween movie.
Courtney and Travis. Yeah, listen, I'm really pleased that Courtney's happy, because she's been through the mill with her men, with Scott. He wasn't too good to her, although I like Scott. But it's just a bit boring now, isn't it?
Like the Addams family, like her fashion sense has just gone all gothic, and I mean, fair enough. Yeah. But I'm not interested in them.
No, it's all about Chloe and Kim for me. Those are the two that I like seeing. What was making me cry yesterday was when the rest of the family were getting really upset talking about Chloe. That got me.
Did you see Kim crying?
Yeah.
Her face did not move, did it? She couldn't cry because she's got so much Botox in her face. It's so funny to watch. It's like she couldn't even...
Is she crying?
Yeah. What happened to your face? Oh. But anyway, it's a good episode. We need to stop talking about the bloody Kardashians, don't we?
Mate, we're going to be talking about it every week, let's be honest.
Right, mates. Oh, God. The shoulder saga continues.
It's never ending, isn't it? My shoulder's bad again today. Yesterday it kind of... the day before, it seemed a bit better. It's now bad again. I tell you what, as well, I've now become obsessed with people with injuries. I'm Googling it like you wouldn't believe. And anyone I know who's like had a back injury, a neck injury, a shoulder injury, I am questioning them like you would not believe. I've become obsessed.
Right. So it kind of gets better, then it goes back again. It's just like one of them things.
It's up and down, mate.
It's up and down, isn't it? Anyway, so we do some work with a lovely pub in Derbyshire. Go there. It's called the Tickled Trout. The food is divine, isn't it?
Days,
divine. Yes. And our friend Chris is the chef there. Now, Chris is such an interesting character. He's one of my favourite people in the world, I think.
He's very funny.
He's so nice. He's so kind. He's got some great stories, hasn't he? Hasn't he got some great stories?
Yeah.
Anyway, we go and see him and we have lots of chats and he cooks us some lovely, lovely food. In fact, I think I offended him yesterday.
Yeah, because you didn't finish your pudding.
Well, no, not even that. He was like, oh, do you want something to eat? And I was like, no. And he was like, rude.
Yeah.
So I mustn't do that.
Mate, you don't tell a Michelin-starred chef that you don't want to sample his food.
I don't want to look like we're taking the piss. We just go in there, we're like, yeah, we'll have that. Thanks, Chris. Bye. Anyway, so we're sitting having a chat. In fact, we had a very good chat with him about some famous people in Cornwall. What a story that was.
Good story. It was the guy from Wham, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Andrew.
His secret friend.
Yeah.
Andrew Ridgely. Anyway, so we're chatting away and Becky's like, oh, my shoulder. Like she's rubbing it and stuff. Anyway, turns out not only is he a Michelin-starred chef, he's only an osteopath.
I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances?
So picture the scene. We're in the Tickled Trout. He's cooked us some lovely soup and then he brings out some lovely desserts.
Oh, what a divine.
Bloody hell. One was a fig tart and the other one was like a chocolate hockey
heavenly thing.
He was explaining to us the name of it.
Puck.
This is another thing. He brings the food out and he starts like talking about it and you can tell we're like, Chris, we just want to eat it. We won't retain any of this information. We just want to eat it.
Yeah, it's bloody delicious though, Chris.
Anyway, he's like, do you want me to have a little look at it? I'm on and you're like, oh yeah, bloody hell. So picture the scene. There we are in this lovely pub. I've got these 2 puddings. He's basically straddling you. At one point, I was like, I'm third wheeling here. I'll take my fig tart and I'll be leaving, shall I?
I couldn't stop
He's
laughing.
like, is it hurt there? She's like, oh, that's the spot.
I know, I was making some noises, wasn't I?
Not just noises, your face as well.
Mate,
I was like, oh,
it was
God.
almost orgasmic because he was hitting the spot, right?
Oh, God.
He was touching it where it needed to be touched. And it, some noises might have come out. I couldn't help myself.
Anyway, he did say that he was going to give you some little pricks, didn't he? He's going to put some needles in your shoulder. So literally in about 20 minutes you're off to go and have a
so obviously
rub down.
Stop it.
Private appointment.
So Chris did say, he's like, listen, I'll see you properly
bring you
tomorrow.
some food? If he does, can you save that for me?
Mate, can you imagine if
he
I'm
brings
there
you some croissants
on a massage table eating chocolate? I mean, could there be anything better? Could there be a better start to a Friday? I'll get him to feed me chocolate whilst he's massaging me.
He probably bloody would as well,
Well,
he's
a
going
great
on
guy.
a holiday today. He was like, I'll quickly do it this morning.
I know. Bless him. I mean, honestly, I'm really excited because obviously he knows his stuff and he was like giving me some exercises to do. And I think he is going to stick some needles in me, like acupuncture style, he said. And
says you won't feel it.
No.
So
Good.
that'd be good.
Yep.
So anyway, you have yourself a good, what is it?
Sorry,
I think he's doing everything. He says he's going to tape you up at one point. He's going to walk in with some bloody strong tape and some needles.
I feel like
if I don't see you later.
What's that film? What's the dirty film called that women love?
Jesus. What? Magic Mike?
No, when all the girls were reading.
50 Shades Grey.
I feel like he's going to take me down to his red room and like take me up and do things. So, mate, if you don't hear from me,
I'm going to
an hour and a half.
Well, I want to go to the spa tonight. So please,
he's kidnapped me. He's tied me up in a room, gagged me.
But if it makes your shoulder feel better, it's worth it.
Listen, I will do whatever Chris tells me today because I need this bloody shoulder sorting.
Right, so I will definitely be back on Monday.
I might
Let's see what happens to you.
I might be tied up in a room somewhere.
By choice?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Have a good weekend.